Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be reorganising the bookshelves that I already have and also organising my brand new one. I did manage to squeeze another bookshelf into this room. I think I've moved around my room in every single way possible in order to fit books in here. Like, I don't think there's any other way unless I get rid of my bed that I can have more bookshelves, so I'm praying and hoping for the best. So yesterday I actually did a video where I filmed my entire physical TBR, and it turns out, drumroll please, there was over 200 books on it. So every single book that I have here is my physical TBR, and I was going to do just like a physical TBR shelf where I can literally see every single book, but I thought that means that every time that I read a book I'm going to have to move it and it's just going to be a little bit complicated. So I think I'm just going to do like a mix. I'm just going to put my favourite series together, I'm just going to put some random standalones, whatever looks nice. I'm going to prioritise what it actually looks like, and in order to stop me getting a bit confused, I think I'm going to put on my phone, on my notes app, like a list of every single book that I haven't read and just like tick it off as I go. I did start doing one, but I haven't updated it in like forever. And I also have 400 little white dot stickers here, and I think I'm going to try and put a dot sticker on every single one of these books, and then once I've read it I'm going to take the sticker off, which might look a bit funny and I'm a bit actually terrified of it looking weird. However, I feel like it will be easier to see what's on my physical TBR with the little stickers on it. So I think I'm going to do that, but I'm obviously going to start off with this pile here. I'm going to sort of see if I can arrange it by genre and sort of like the piles that I kind of want it to be in, so it will kind of look like this. It's just so I have more of like a visual way of seeing my entire physical TBR. I also have emptied my TBR cart, so I do have that empty, so if I find a book that I also want on my physical, like actual immediate TBR, I'm going to separate that one as well. And then we also have two other big bookshelves just over here. I feel like I'm going to leave one of them like fairly alone. I'm not really going to, you know, bother too much about that one. The one with the pink books on it I'm not really going to touch because I'm sort of like happy where that is, but the other one, definitely going to have a little move around. I have officially stickered over 200 books, and they are all obviously my physical TBR, so it is now time to start putting them on. Oh my god, I missed a pile. I missed the entire Addicted series. After I do that, then I will start putting them on the shelves. So I'm going to get some of the books off of this bookshelf that I've already read and that I know that I definitely want over on that one. For example, this shelf here, I 100% want on here, as they are some of my favourite books. The Magnolia Park series is my favourite series ever, so I feel like that should be one of the first things that we try and sort out. So I'm going to just move these ones over. I'm not actually 100% sure whether all of the Magnolia Park books are going to fit in here, but we are going to try our hardest. It is almost like this series was built for this bookshelf. It literally fits perfectly. Another thing that I know that I want to do is try my best to keep all of the books facing upright. So like this rather than like this. In my old bookshelf organisation, I did a lot of the mixture between the two. I did some like this, and it didn't really matter to me because I liked what it looked like. And then when I took everything off my bookshelves yesterday, I obviously had to just stack up these ones just to see like how much it actually fills up and everything, and I felt like it just looks so much nicer. That is not organised in any way, shape or form, but it looks so much nicer than what I had when I actually organised it, just because all the books are laid out vertically. But I think the next section should be a cowboy section, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to put in Swift and Saddled and Done and Dusted as well, and then obviously when the third one comes out I'll pop that in there as well. So this is where I'm at. I've still got a load of books down there, and I have still got quite a few books on here actually, but then I realised that I obviously don't have enough books to fill up both shelves. So what I might do is leave the top 2 rows of this one open and then start working on this one a little bit more. I'm still going to fill that last little square that I haven't filled. There's actually 2 that I need to do, but I am also going to focus on this one as well. I am thinking of potentially doing like a fantasy shelf, because I couldn't do it before because I just didn't have enough fantasy books, whereas now I have slowly collected some more, which is very exciting. It means that I get to have a whole shelf dedicated to a genre that I'm very excited about, which is amazing. So I think I am going to start working on that. I am going to include things like the Shatter Me series, even though that's a dystopian, Throne of Glass, Akatar, Crescent City, like my whole Sarah J Maas collection, as well as Powerless. But some of those books are very dark, and I don't really like dark books on display in my room, just because my room's like pastel and cute, and I don't know how I feel about like really dark books. But I'm just going to see what I can do and see what I can work with. I think if I put it at the bottom of this shelf, then we might be able to do something with it. I'll be real with you, these shelves are a mess, but it's because I had to take all of my like accessories off, but I'm gonna see what I can do with that. I'm having a little bit of a breakdown with this shelf, and I hate it. I hate what it looks like. They are all my, like, it starts off a little bit fantasy vibes and then goes into thrillers, and then on the bottom shelf here I have my fantasy collection as well. There's literally nothing I can do to make it look nicer. Like, I hate the look of dark books. Why authors use dark spines, I don't know. So the next part of our bookshelf organisation, because I have finally finished putting all the books on the shelves, is to put my bookmarks away and like my tabs, bookish supplies and stuff like that. So I have this basket that had all of my bookmarks in before, and then I also have this Christmas box that I do leave out for Christmas. I normally have it facing outwards, but obviously it looks like a little book from the front. So obviously when it's covered up with this basket, you can't really tell it's Christmas. So I'm just going to put some like supplies and stuff like that in here. Okay, so I've literally just got back from work and I realised that I haven't done my TBR cart yet, which was a big part of me choosing my reads. I'm not really going to speak through what I'm doing. I'm simply just going to grab the books off of my bookshelves that I feel like I'm going to get to the most, and I'm not going to go too crazy because I feel like I had like a full TBR cart's worth of books and it was just as overwhelming, and it sort of like defeated the object of having a TBR cart. And also, as of September, I'm going to want to go into my more cozy, autumny, spooky kind of reads. So I'm not going to go overboard with the amount of books that are on the TBR cart. I'm definitely going to put my August TBR on it. You would have already seen that by now, because obviously as I'm filming this, it's August, I think not tomorrow but the next day. So I'm going to pop my August TBR on there and obviously slowly work my way through that, and then a couple of other ones that I think I'm going to mood read from as well. Okay, so here is my August TBR as well as this one. This is actually my current read. I'm starting it early because I was just in the mood to read it, but I'm going to pop that on the TBR cart now. Okay, so they're on there. I'm going to grab a couple more from my bookshelves and see if there's anything on there that I kind of like the look of. But as I said, not going overboard with this. Only ones that I'm definitely going to pick up in the next few weeks. So I have the books on here that I'm kind of more gravitating towards. There's definitely loads of my bookshelves that I obviously really want to read. Like every single book that I own, I do want to read. These are just the ones that have been sort of like catching my eye lately and are on my August TBR. And then here is a few others that I'd like to get to as well. I feel like leaving it as minimal as possible is going to help me feel less overwhelmed, and that is definitely a goal. Baby steps. And another thing is that I used to have books up here as well, but for now I think I'm going to leave it as like a little functioning table kind of thing. So I've got a pot of pens, my TBR jar, my room spray, and just other little bookish things, and a little candle as well, and I feel like that's just going to help it look nicer. That dress is also about to go. I'm going to wear it to work tomorrow. But that's why that's hung up there. But I just feel like I'm in a good point, and I feel like I'm quite happy with how my bookshelves are, which is good.